Me. So today we'll sort of get right into things. We'll do a standing practice. We'll have some moon salutations, some side body stuff. So it might be beneficial if you start on your own before coming to this practice, however you prep your body. Maybe table pose, cat-cow, however you prepare to begin moving. Here we go. Hands can come together in prayer. You can close your eyes, bow your head. Take a breath. Eyes open, arms to the side, beginning with half salutations. Inhale, arms reach, gaze reaches. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Lengthen the spine, hands come up, the shins. Again, fold, drop your head. Inhale, return to stand, arms reach. Hands to prayer at your heart. Again, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold, Uttanasana. Lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Again, fold. Stand, press into your feet, reach. Hands to prayer at the heart. Adding on, inhale, arms reach, gaze reaches. Exhale, drop your left arm, tip over to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, right arm drops, tip right. Inhale, center. This time, left hand takes right wrist, tip to the left. Let your hips press right. Soft shoulders. Full breath in. Complete breath out. Inhale through center, release the wrists. Exhale, right hand takes left wrist, tip right. Let the hips press. Ground through the feet, lengthen through the side bodies. Come back through center, inhale, exhale, refold. Lengthen out. Good, this time plant your hands and step left foot back. Lower the back knee, toes uncurl, come on up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Let it be your low lunge. So you might move, lifting and lowering the arms, shifting front to back. You might be still, staffed. Knee over ankle, hip over knee. Maybe you shift forward. Take a breath. Interlace fingers behind the back of the head. Let your elbows be wide. Shift back a bit. Use this hand-to-head connection to lengthen the back of the neck. You might gaze up a bit, not too much. One more breath. Release your arms overhead, bring your hands down to the mat. Curl through the left toes, extend the leg long. Take a moment, again, shifting around. You might keep the back knee lifted, bending and straightening the legs. You could get blocks under your hands. Maybe you're better served with your back knee down, toes uncurled. Good, eventually we come forward to a low lunge again. If you have blocks, set them aside, back knee is down, arms lift up, inhale. Bringing hands back down to the mat, curl through the left toes, extend the leg long, step left foot forward. Lengthen out and fold. Inhale, come back to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to prayer at your heart. Release your arms if you need to widen the feet a bit. Inhale, reach. Left hand takes right wrist. Tip towards the right, except that it's towards the left. Come back up through center. Right hand takes left wrist. Now really tip right. Inhale through center. Release the wrists, fold over the legs. Drop your head. Lengthen the spine. Hands plant, right foot steps back. Lowering your knee. Come on up, find your low lunge. And again, whatever you need here. Movement, shifting forward, being stacked. Finding a sense of press down that allows you to lift up. Interlacing fingers behind the back of the head, shifting back a bit, elbows wide, soft through the ribs. Inhaling. Exhaling, release your arms, hands come down to the mat. You can curl through the back toes. And again, there's a sense of shifting and moving. Maybe with your back knee lifted. Maybe with the back knee down. As you're ready, returning to low lunge, arms reach overhead. Full breath in. Breathing out, hands come down, back toes curl, leg extends, right foot steps forward. Lengthen out and fold. Return to stand, reach your arms, reach your gaze. Hands to prayer, at the heart. Arms to your sides, feet into Tadasana. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. Lengthen out. Hands plant, step yourself back to plank pose. Take a moment here, finding a press through hands, the pull in of front body that gives some length to back body. Modified Vashisthasana, lower the left knee, spin the shin out of the way. Inhale, extend right arm overhead. Begin to move through the arm. Maybe it's circling, maybe it's more of a reaching forward. Bending the elbow, opening the heart. Moving in both directions. Bringing your right hand back down to the mat, face forward, right toes stay curled, the knee is lifted. Step your left foot back to plank pose. Find your first downward facing dog here, hips lift up and back. And again, shifting around. So lifting and lowering the heels, bending and straightening the knees. Head is dropped. As you inhale, roll yourself out to plank pose. So if you had to lengthen out like I had to do here, find that length in plank and then return to downward dog, bending the knees. Good. Again, roll out to plank pose. Right knee lowers, spin the shin, modified side plank, left arm, heels forward. Moving, circling, lengthening. Good, left hand comes back down. Find your plank facing forward, up and back with the hips, downward dog. Pressing down to lift up. Full breath in, complete breath out. Roll yourself out to plank pose. This time lower all the way down. Take a few back bends here. Maybe beginning with baby bhujangasana, baby cobra. Inhale, find spinal extension. Exhale, lower back down. One more. Curling the toes, downward dog. Next time you exhale, bend your knees, walk your hands back to your feet. Finding a forward fold at the back of the mat, you can widen the feet if you need to. Maybe you hold elbows. Shift around, swaying the torso. You can release the neck by moving your head. If your elbows are held, let them go. Bend your knees round the spine. Slowly come to stand. Let your shoulders, neck, and head arrive last. Coming forward if you need to. Beginning with moon salutations. Inhale, arms reach, gaze reaches. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Lengthen the spine. Plant the hands, step the left foot back. You choose low lunge or high lunge here. Inhale, come on up. Stay and exhale. Take another breath. Hands come down to the mat, right foot steps back to plank pose, vinyasa or downward dog. In downward dog, on inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Choose your lunge. Low lunge or high lunge. Come on up. Settle in, full breath. Next, exhale, hands come down to the mat. Right foot steps forward. Lengthen out. And fold. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, fold right over the legs again. Lengthen out, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands plant, right foot steps back, lower high lunge. Inhale, come on up. Take a breath. Hands come back down, left foot steps back to plank, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. In downward dog, right leg lifts. Right foot steps forward as you exhale, find your lunge. Come on up. Settle in, full cycle of breath. Return hands to the mat, left foot steps forward. Spine lengthens, we fold. Come to stand, reaching arms and gaze. Hands to prayer. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, arms reach, gaze reaches. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. Plant the hands, left foot steps back, come on up. On the breath we go, hands right back down, right foot steps back to plank, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps forward, come on up. Hands come right back down, right foot steps forward. Lengthen, fold. Come back to stand. Fold again. Lengthen the spine. Plant your hands, right foot steps back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, hands back down. Left foot steps back to plank, vinyasa, or downward dog. On inhale, right leg lifts. Come on up. Hands come right down. Left foot steps forward. Lengthen the spine. Fold over the legs. Come up to stand. Hands to prayer at your heart. Release your arms. So we'll let the moon salutations go. Moving on. Arms and gaze reach. Fold over the legs. Lengthen the spine. Plant the hands, step your left foot back, return to your crescent lunge, arms overhead. Settle in, feeling a sense of engagement through the outer hips. A softening of your front ribs. Bend the back knee, take a twist here, opening towards your right leg. Arms can reach front to back, or if that's too much, you could bring your hand to your knee and your right hand to the low back. Return to crescent lunge. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Warrior two opens. Even reach through both arms. Reverse the warrior as right arm lifts. The gaze might follow the hand, might gaze over your back shoulder. Hands cartwheel down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Full inhale. Full exhale. Lift the left leg. Step your left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Come on up. The sense of rooting down that allows you to lift up. Right knee bends. Twisting towards that left knee. Arms reaching front to back, or maybe hands connecting. Take another breath. Return to your lunge. Inhale, arms left. Open warrior two. You can check in that both hips are even with each other. There's an even sense of reach through both arms. Reverse the warrior, choosing to gaze up or gaze over the back shoulder. Hands cartwheel down to the mat. Left foot steps back to plank pose. Hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Make your way forward, finding Malasana. You might hop into it, might step into it. We find a squat. You can use a block or something to support the hips if you choose. Maybe eyes closed. Allowing hips to heavy. Spine lengthen and crown lift. Take another breath. Hands come down, hips lift, feet come under the body. Take a moment in a soft forward fold. Knees can be bent, head is dropped. Find your way to standing, however you arrive. Good. Again, from the top of the mat, from Tadasana, arms reach, gaze reaches, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Lengthen out, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands plant, left foot steps back, Crescent Lunge. Inhale, come on up. Bend the back knee. Take your twist towards the right. Right arm drops, left arm lifts, tipping back. Really finding this active reach of right fingertips towards the earth. One more breath. Hands windmill down, so left hand touches. You might get your block here. Take a twist towards the right, using the press of left hand down to find maybe a softening of left side ribs. Bring your right hand down as you open Warrior Two. Soft shoulders, soft gaze. Reverse the warrior, lift the right arm. Side angle pose, reaching out. To get long down both side bodies as you set right forearm, the right quad, maybe onto a block. It can be helpful to take the left hand to the back of the head, using this connection of head to hand to remind you to pull front body into back body. Last breath. Re-extend the left arm. If you've bent the elbow, come on back up to Warrior Two. Sky Archer. Right leg straightens, right arm lifts. Rebend the right knee as hands come down to the mat. Setting your block aside, right foot steps back to plank pose. Side plank pose, open on the left arm. Right arm lifts. Again, soft front ribs. Full breath here. Right hand comes down. Vinyasa or downward dog. Good, doing it on the left. Inhaling, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Find your lunge. Come on up as you inhale. Exhaling, bend the back knee, twist open to the left. Tipping back, right arm lifts. Your gaze is towards the left side. One more breath. Letting your hands windmill to set up a twist. You might grab a block. Left arm lifts. Watch the right shoulder. Keep it on your back body. Left hand comes down as you open Warrior Two. Adjusting the feet if you need to. Tipping back, reverse the warrior, left arm lifts. Get long as you reach up for Partial Konasana, side angle pose. Maybe left forearm to block, maybe hand to a block. Maybe you bend the right elbow and take the hand to the back of the skull, shifting front body into back body. Feeling a support through the legs. It allows you to soften the front ribs a bit. Good, re-extend your right arm, returning to warrior two. Sky archer, left leg straightens, left arm lifts. Lengthening here. Good, hands come down to the mat, stepping your left foot back to plank pose. Vashisthasana, side plank opens on the right arm, left arm lifts. Take another breath. Left hand comes down, Vinyasa or downward dog. As you exhale, bend your knees. Walk, step, or float, come forward. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, come up to stand, reaching the arms, reaching the gaze. Hands to prayer at your heart. Good, release your arms, widen your feet. Again, we find Malasana, a squat. You can start with hands on hips, bending the knees, hips set. Hands can come to Anjali Mudra. Using the press of the elbows into the inner leg line as the legs press back into the elbows. Maybe you change your arms. Maybe arms reach forward. Maybe they reach overhead, only if that's okay in your shoulders. Take another breath. Bringing hands through heart, we bring hands down to the mat, lifting the hips. Take a forward fold, dropping your head. Make your way to stand. Okay, so last sequence here. We'll have half moon in it. If you use a block, grab it. We'll stick with the sequence we've done, adding on. As you're ready, arms and gaze reach. Knees bend, we fold. Spine lengthens out. Plant the hands, step your left foot back, find your lunge. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend the left knee, take your twist towards the right. Tipping back, lengthen. Let your hands windmill down, take a moment in the twist. Finding your warrior two as left arm circles around, feet ground, full breath in, complete breath out. Reverse the warrior as you inhale. Exhale, lengthen out, just a moment in side angle pose. Set the shape and then take a breath. Good, bringing left hand down. As you heel toe left foot in, grabbing a block. If you use it, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Weight shifts forward. You might gaze down for balance. You might gaze towards the left, peeling left arm open. Maybe Ardha Chandrasana, sugarcane. Take the ankle. And that sense of bowing back. Good, let the ankle go. Re-extend the arm, return to warrior two. And again, sky archer. Lengthen right side, full breath in, complete breath out. Hands come down to the mat. Step your right foot back, vinyasa or not. Maybe just settling in, returning to breath in downward dog. Left leg lifts. Left foot steps forward. Find your lunge as you inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend the back knee, take a twist towards the left. Tip back, lengthening both sides here. Hands just windmill down. We find our twist. Warrior two opens.
Settle in for a full cycle of breath. And then tip back, reverse the warrior. Just tap into side angle, reach, set forearm to quad. Right hand can come down as you begin to heel toe right foot in, shifting weight into the left foot. Right leg lifts, half moon pose. Might feel very different side to side, so you might set it different. Maybe gazing down, maybe peeling the arm, maybe sugar cane. Good. As you're ready, warrior two lands. Sky archer. Left arm lifts, left leg extends. Hands cartwheel down to the mat. Left foot steps back to plank pose, downward dog. Good, roll out to plank. Lower the knees, uncurl the toes, shifting back, child's pose. A soft version of the pose. Maybe forearms down, maybe arms behind you, palms facing up. Return to your breath. Good, come on up into a seat. Shifting your hips to one side so legs can come out from underneath you. Just have knees bent, feet in front of you, a little wider than hip bone. Begin to drop your knees side to side. Arms can be down, or you can begin to add the arms. Just letting them come around. Good, next time knees drop to the right. Stay there, let the left arm come around. Starting off in this upright twist, and then sliding hands forward if you want to bow down. On back up, we do it to the left. Right arm comes around, a couple breaths. Long spine. Bowing down. Good, coming out of it. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much. If you want to take a Shavasana on your own, feel free to do that. Namaste.